Welcome back to Coin Collector Hub, your number one destination for all things rare and valuable in the world of numismatics. If you love discovering hidden gems in your pocket change, then you're in for a treat. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating history and jaw-dropping value of the 1981 Roosevelt dime, a coin that might just make you a fortune. Stick around as we uncover its rich history, key features, errors, and why this seemingly common dime is creating waves in the collector's market today. Let's get started. History of the To truly appreciate the 1981 Roosevelt dime, we must go back in time to understand the origins of this iconic coin. The Roosevelt dime series was first introduced in 1946, right after the passing of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt was not just a beloved leader, he was also a key advocate in the fight against polio, which led to the March of Dimes campaign, an effort to eradicate the disease. In honor of his legacy, the U.S. Mint decided to replace the Mercury dime with a new design featuring Roosevelt's portrait. And so, the Roosevelt dime was born. Over the years, the Roosevelt dime has undergone several modifications, but the fundamental design has remained the same. By 1981, the U.S. Mint was producing these dimes in large numbers to keep up with the growing economy. The Denver Mint, known for its precision and quality, struck millions of dimes in 1981, leaving behind a fascinating legacy for collectors today. But what makes the 1981 Roosevelt dime so special? Let's find out. The 1981 Roosevelt dime follows the classic Roosevelt design, featuring some key elements that every collector should know. Let's break it down. First, you'll find a left-facing portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by the talented sculptor John R. Sinek. Above Roosevelt's head, we have the word liberty, a powerful reminder of the values America holds dear. To the lower left, we see the phrase, "In God We Trust," while the year 1981 is struck boldly beneath his chin. Reversed, the reverse showcases a torch, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch on the left and an oak branch on the right. Surrounding the design are the words, United States of America, e pluribus unum, and the denomination, 1 domino. Let's talk about rarity. The 1981 Roosevelt dime was minted in Denver and had a relatively high mintage. Approximately 705 million dimes were struck that year. While this may sound like a large number, finding one in pristine condition is a completely different story. Coins that have survived without heavy circulation wear, especially those graded MS 67 or higher, are considered highly valuable. And here's where things get really interesting. Certain error varieties, like with many other coins, errors make certain Roosevelt dimes highly desirable among collectors. Some of the most valuable error types for the 1981 Roosevelt dime include off-center strikes. Some 1981 dimes were struck slightly off-center, resulting in missing portions of the design. The greater the off-center misalignment, the higher the coin's value. Double die. Obverse, if you come across a 1981 dime with doubling on the letters or Roosevelt's portrait, you could be holding a highly valuable error coin. Clipped planchets. Some dimes from 1981 were struck on incomplete planchets, giving them a crescent-shaped clip. These errors are rare and highly sought after. Full torch designation. A full torch Roosevelt dime has a well-defined torch on the reverse, with clear and distinct bands. Collectors are willing to pay premium prices for these specimens. The question you've been waiting for: how much is the 1981 Roosevelt dime worth today? Well, the value of this coin depends on its condition and rarity. Here's a breakdown. Circulated condition. If you have a 1981 dime that has been used in daily transactions, it's worth its face value, 10 cents. But don't be discouraged. Some error varieties or coins with unique toning can still fetch a few dollars. Uncirculated condition coins in mint state conditions can sell for anywhere between $10 to $100, depending on their luster, strike, and overall eye appeal. MS 68 and above. Now, here's where things get serious. A certified MS 68 1981 Roosevelt dime can fetch upwards of $4,878 in the current market. Yes, you heard that right. These high-grade specimens are incredibly rare and highly coveted by collectors. So, there you have it, the incredible story of the 1981 Roosevelt dime. Who would have thought that a simple dime from your pocket change could be worth thousands? If you ever come across one, especially in uncirculated condition or with an error, make sure to get it graded by PCGS or NGC to determine its true market value. And as always, keep searching, you never know when you'll strike gold in your loose change. Outro music fades in. Post. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Coin Collector Hub for more amazing coin discoveries. Drop a comment below if you have any rare dimes in your collection. Until next time, happy collecting. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of the 2007 P. Roosevelt dime. This tiny coin could be sitting in your pocket right now, and it might just be worth a staggering $4,878. Yes, you heard that right. Stick around as we uncover its rich history, the rare errors that make it valuable, and how you can check if you have one of these high-value gems. Before we dive into the specifics of the 2007 P. Roosevelt dime, let's step back and understand the legacy behind this iconic piece of American currency. The Roosevelt dime was first introduced in 1946 to honor Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt was instrumental in leading the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. But did you know that his connection to the dime goes beyond politics? FDR was a strong advocate for the March of Dimes, a campaign to combat polio, the disease he himself battled. After his passing in 1945, the U.S. Treasury decided to honor him by placing his image on the 10-cent coin, replacing the Mercury dime. This tradition has carried on ever since, making the Roosevelt dime one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history. Fast forward to 2007, and we have the Philadelphia Mint striking millions of these dimes. But what makes this specific dime special? Let's break it down. Obverse features the iconic profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. The word Liberty appears to his left, and the date, 2007, is just below his neck. Reverse displays a torch, an olive branch, and an oak branch, symbolizing freedom, peace, and strength. The famous motto E pluribus unum is inscribed above. This dime carries a P for Philadelphia, which you'll find just above the date. 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, meaning it's not silver, but its rarity can still give it immense value. Now here's where things get exciting. The 2007 P. Roosevelt dime might seem ordinary, but some rare errors can make it worth a fortune. Keep an eye out for these. Missing clad layer error. Some dimes were struck without their outer nickel layer, exposing the copper core. If you find one of these, you could be looking at a $1,500 plus coin. Off-center strikes. If your dime's design appears shifted significantly to one side, it could be worth up to $2,000. Double die obverse. Look closely at the date or Liberty. If the letters appear doubled, you might have a rare error worth $3,500. Full bands designation. If the torch on the reverse is fully detailed with crisp, well-defined bands, professional graders can classify it as a full bands dime, which can raise its value to $4,000 plus. Now, let's talk big money. A standard 2007 P. Roosevelt dime in circulated condition is usually worth just face value. But if you have one in mint condition or with rare errors, the price skyrockets. Here's what collectors have paid for this dime in recent years. MS67 plus grade up to $800. MS68 plus grade auction $4,500 plus error coins. The rarest error 2007 P dimes have sold for an astounding $4,878. That's right, this tiny dime can be worth as much as a luxury vacation, a used car, or even a down payment on a house. Alright, so now you're probably wondering, do I have one of these valuable dimes? Here's how to check. Look at the date and mint mark, make sure it's 2007, P. Inspect for errors, use a magnifying glass to check for doubling, off-centering, or missing clad layers. Weigh it. A normal dime weighs 2.27 grams. If yours is significantly different, it could be a unique minting error. Condition matters. Coins in mint state are worth more, so keep an eye out for well-preserved ones. Get it graded. If you think your dime is special, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional authentication and grading. So, there you have it. The 2007 Teddy Roosevelt dime might just be hiding in your coin jar, waiting to be discovered. With rare errors and high-grade versions fetching thousands of dollars, this is one dime you definitely don't want to overlook. Now, it's your turn. Check your pockets, your piggy banks, and those old coin rolls. Who knows? You might just be holding the next $4,878 treasure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more amazing coin finds. Leave a comment below if you've ever come across a valuable dime. Happy hunting, and I'll see you in the next video.